Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I'm going to present about my project that is solar panel project. This project is about how school can use solar energy to reduce electricity costs, help the environment, and connect science and mathematics in the real life application. So the first thing is we go for my biodata. My name is Muhammad Afiq Aiman bin Jaafar and I'm from Unit Mathematics 2. For the project, I'm presenting under the course of MTES 1074 Basic Algebra, guided by my lecturer Dr. Rosmawati binti Muhammad. Okay, introduction. Electricity consumption in school, especially in laboratories and computer rooms, has increased significantly due to use of air conditioners, computer, and other electrical equipment. To reduce the high electricity bill and promote environmental sustainability, the school planned to install a complete solar power system on the main building roof. This system will consist of a small and large solar panel together with a battery and inverter set up to store regulate the generated energy. The project aims not only to support renewable energy but also serve a STEM-based educational project that integrate mathematics, physics, and environmental science. Okay, for the objective, the main point of our project is are first, reduce electricity bill by generating renewable energy for school use. Second, promote environmental awareness among students and staff. Third, support STEM education by linking real-life renewable energy with mathematics and science. Fourth, develop student problem solving and analytical skill. Number five, and the last is create a model for sustainable energy practice in the community. So, in short, this project is not just about saving money, but it's also about education and sustainability. Okay, we go to overview of solar power system. Okay, a complete solar power system has several components that work together to generate electricity. First, we have a solar panel. This panel captures sunlight and convert into direct current electricity, or we call as DC. Uh, the next is inverter is just to change the direct current to uh, alternating current that can be used safely into power light, fan, or others. The third is battery. Batteries store any extra electricity generated during the day. The stored energy becomes very useful at night or during cloudy day when sunlight isn't available. The last is controller and wiring. Uh, the function is to regulate voltage and prevent overcharging. Okay, we move to the next slide. This is how solar energy works. First is sunlight. The sunlight hit the solar cell and creating electrical current. This is called by this phenomenon is called by photovoltaic effect. Mm, from a direct current, it from panel flow into inverter. So the inverter is converts direct current to alternating current for normal use. For the excess electricity, it is stored in batteries or fed back into the grid. Okay, the last is the system automatically switch to start power during low sunlight hours. Okay, we go to mathematical problem representation. Okay, for linear equation, we used to ensure a total number of solar panel, which is combined as small and large solar panel equal to 30 panel. Okay, for linear equality, we used it to determine the maximum number of panels that can be installed based on the budget and room space. For quadratic equation, we used to determine the peak hour of solar energy production during the day. For quadratic inequality, we used to identify the time range when each panel could produce at least 3 kilowatt energy a day. Okay, for linear program. mean we used to maximize energy output by choosing the optimal mix of small and large solar panel under all constraints given. Okay, the last is absolute value. We use it to determine the normal operating temperature range to ensure panel efficiency remain optimal. Okay, we go for the mathematical problem representation. We go for linear equation first. So first is about the total number of solar panel. So the problem statement is the school administration has decided to implement a solar energy project as part of its sustainability initiative. The goal is to install a total of 30 solar panels of the roof of the main school building to generate renewable energy and reduce monthly electricity bills. Okay, there are two types of solar panel available for installation. We consume X as the number of small solar panel and Y to the number of large solar panel. Okay, this is simple linear equation showing that no matter what combination we choose, the total solar panel amount is must always be 30. Okay, second, okay, for the linear equation, because the total number of panel can be installed fixed as 30, the condition will we will representing by the following linear equation, which is x plus y equal to 30. Okay, the equation form a mathematical foundation of the entire project. So when we draw a graph, it is a straight line. Every point on the line represents one possible combination of small and large panel that adds up to 30. For example, when we take small panel solar, when we choose to install 10 small solar panel, we have to install 20 large solar panel. So if we take 20, 50 small solar panel, we need to install 50 solar panel. So we can easily see all possible solution visually. Okay, for linear inequality or budget, the total amount that school is able to allocate for the solar panel project is 43,000. After a detailed meeting, the school authorized that have agreed to provide that necessary funding within this budget. Therefore, the combined cost purchasing small and large solar panel, along with the full installation cost including batteries and inverter, must not exceed 43,000. So we know that school has allocated 43,000 for this project. So we need um, to calculate the cost of to build the whole system. So we go to the first item, which is a small solar panel, which is cost at uh, 1,000 ringgit, Malaysian ringgit per item, and large solar panel, um, 103, 1,300 Malaysian ringgit per item, and full installation cost including battery and installation, which is cost the huge, which is 10,000 Malaysian ringgit. Okay, this equation represent we can represent by the inequality 1000x plus 1300 y plus 10,000 must not exceed or mm, less or equal than 43,000. Okay, this inequality show that whatever number of we choose, the total cost must stay below the budget. Okay, when we plot on this graph, it form a shade region below a line. This region show all the affordable combination of the panel that fit within the budget. Okay. Okay, for the space constraint, after a careful evaluation, it was found that available roof space is 40, 56 meters square. As such, the total area occupied by both and large solar panel must not exceed this limit. This is important to ensure all panels can be safely and effectively installed without exceeding the physical limits of the building. Each type of panel require a different amount of space. Okay, for the small panel, it is size about 1.5 meter square, and for the large is 2.5 meter square. Okay, these inequalities tell us that the total area occupied by all panel cannot be go beyond 56 meters square. If we draw this inequality on the graph, it will be a straight line and be shaded region under the line show that the space combination that acceptable. Okay, for the next is about quadratic function, which is we talk about daily solar energy and peak sunlight hour. So solar energy production varies throughout the day depending on the number of the sunlight hour. Based on the data analysis, the energy generated by a solar panel throughout a day can be modeled by a quadratic function, which is we can represent as quadratic function such ES equal to negative 1 over 6 x minus 7 x minus 19. So, uh, x is represent the time of the day. EX, uh, EX is energy output in kilowatt per hour. Okay, uh, this function show that a solar panel start producing energy at 7 a.m. Why? Because the it is time when the sun rise, and when it reach the maximum output at 1 a.m. with 6 kilowatt per panel and drop back to 0 kilowatt by 7 p.m. because the sun is dropped. Okay. Okay. For the quadratic inequality, which is minimum energy requirement. Okay, the problem statement is to ensure stable electricity to ensure stable electricity for science lab and computer room, the system must produce at least 3 kilowatt of energy per panel solar panel daily. Using the same energy model, EX equal to a negative 1 over 6 uh, x minus 7 x minus 19. We can calculate the house during which energy output remain equal or above 3 kilowatt. Also, as I said earlier, X represent the time and EX represent the panel performance varies with sunlight exposure. Okay, we continue with quadratic inequality, which is I say about minimum energy requirement, same as before, but we in this section we calculate. Okay, the total energy produced by one solar panel during the depend on the sunlight exposure time in X in hour. Eh, 1 over 6 X negative 1 over 6 X minus 7 X minus 19 um, not less than 3. After we solving, we find that X is between 8.75 and 17.25. This means that the panel must receive a sunlight between 8:45 minutes a.m. and 5:80 minutes to ensure the sufficient energy production. Okay, during this interval, the energy output steadily rise in the morning, peak around midday, and decrease late afternoon. Okay, okay, we continue the about absolute value, operating temperature range. Okay, the panel perform most efficiently at 25 uh, degree with tolerate about 5 plus minus 5 percent. Okay, now we look about how can so we calculate when we calculate we got temperature the range temperature is between 20 degree and 30 degree. Okay, this means that panel must receive sunlight between 8:45 a.m. and 5:50 p.m. to ensure sufficient energy production. When the panel solar not receive energy between this range, they could generate less power than we we need. Okay. Okay, we continue about linear programming. Okay, the wants school now wants to find the best combination of small and large panel to produce the highest total energy while satisfying all real constraints here, such as budget, space, and minimum energy. Okay, we let X as the number of small panel each is producing 3 kilowatt per hour, and Y the number of large solar panel which is producing at least 5 kilowatt a day. Okay, the objectives is to maximize the total energy output. So, as we said before, the budget constraint is 1000x plus 1300 y plus 10,000 not exceed less or equal than 43,000 for roof area constraint, with demonstrate as 1.5x plus 2.5y uh, less or equal than 56. Okay, for the minimum energy requirements, uh, it mean the school has decided to take 19 kilowatt a day as the minimum energy requirement. So we can express as 3x plus 5y not less than 19 kilowatt a day. Okay, we continue as to data interpretation. Based on linear programming graph, the school has decided to install 10 large solar panel and 20 small solar panel. This combination satisfies all the given constraints, including the budget limit, roof space, and minimum daily energy requirement, and the total number of solar panels. It also ensures an efficient and sufficiency energy output to support the daily operating of the school science and computer laboratories. Okay. So I conclude that we choose 20 small solar panel and 10 large solar panel, which is after we calculate, uh, we can um, we can generate about 100 and 108 kilowatt a day, and after we calculate the cost, it will cost about approximately 43,000 million ringgit. Okay. That's for data interpretation. We continue as financial analysis. Okay. Uh, the first is we go for total installation cost. The total is 40,000. It may sound like a large amount, but when we look at the long-term benefits, it becomes clear that this is very smart investment for the school. Okay. Based on my calculation, the average annual saving of electricity bill will be around 10,000 million ringgit. Okay. For the expected lifespan, the system expect to lifespan is about 20 years, and it require only minimum maintenance during the time. Okay. With just saving a years, um, it just take 4.5 years to earn back the budget that school allocated. For over 20 years, this saving will add up to more than 100,000 million ringgit in total. So we conclude that this is a genius investment. Okay, the last is we go to the conclusion. Okay, the proposed solar panel project successfully fulfill all requirements and objectives set by the school. With the combination of 20 small solar panels and 10 large solar panels, the design meets every condition, but which is budget. The total cost of 43,000 within the allocated limit. The space total roof area used is 55 meters square below the maximum of 56 meters square. For the energy, the solar panel could generate about 110 kilowatt a day, exceeding the school minimum energy needed. Okay, for the temperature, the solar panel will operate efficiently within the range of 20 and 30 degree. Okay, this model proved that mathematics can ensure all constraints are satisfied while achieving an optimal, sustainable and cost-effective energy solution. It demonstrates how careful analysis and planning allow the school to meet its energy goals through renewable power and STEM-based innovation. Thank you. That's all my presentation.
Tamatlah sudah.